Come on. James, seriously. Don't walk up. I didn't realize I was on. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you heard Jimmy saying, why am I chasing him? I promise you guys, I was not chasing him. All right. How's everybody doing? Hey, everybody. Let me know if you guys could hear us in just a few minutes. Jimmy is gonna also join me. I am hiding on the camera, but I am here. This is my favorite part. Who's ready for Jimmy? I'm bringing him up. All right, I'm bringing him up. Hey.
Hey, what's up? Where do I look?
Camera 1.
Camera 1, 2, 3.
Definitely just 1.
Whoa. Got a lot of notes up here on your whiteboard.
Yeah. How are you guys? I am here. Just you can't see me. I know it looks a little funny.
Yeah, where are you?
Honey, we have a 2-2 condo. You don't know where I am?
Oh, you're on the other side of the estate.
Yes. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna pull up our tube. Hopefully it's muted. I don't know if I'll be making a lot of noise, but maybe I would. But anyway, Jimmy and I just sort of got home. Hope you guys can hear us. Drop it in the comments. There's no Charmaine today, and I have a lot of things going on. So, Jimmy, I want to check the mic. So so let's see. So Jimmy left me in charge of theming our live streams, and I like how Jimmy's sitting next to a little bowl of light to the full, like flashing at you. How do you feel about that? Oh, you look exactly like it. I love it. Okay, so I have some questions for you about the podcast. Okay, questions have not come in, but I listen to your podcast, so
You do?
Yeah, I edit and I listen to them for like a few hours.
So that means you listen to it again and again
and again and again.
Do I sound like even smarter after successive listens?
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, we want to create bingeable content that can be consumed over and over and over and over again.
Guys, I promise you that my husband is not a jerk. He's only kidding, and only a few people get his jokes. I now can only tell his jokes to a selected few, so shout out to Leslie. Leslie gets his humor because her husband has pretty much the same humor as Jimmy. Not that many people can get it. So we're giving you kudos, honey. You know that hold on a second. this I'm gonna try something else in here. Nope. Oh boy, what did I do? Let's bring Jimmy back. There you are. StreamYard has new demo scenes, including um like group discussions, media presentation. It's gonna be a lot of fun next time we record.
Hmm.
But I wanted to my first question to you, Zito, come Poppy, is when I know you and I believe we're already in that episode and you already shared in a live stream that you always have been interested from a young age to read the text, and I know that you love books, and I just want to know, can you take us through, maybe share some of those few books that that really had an impact? And don't worry, as you share that, I'll get the puppy because I can hear her.
Bo- Books that had an impact. I mean, lots of books have had impacts.
Besides the Bible or Bible related.
Um, can I just say all of them?
Yeah, you could say all of them, including
Um,
no blank.
I mean, I guess it depends on the context. I have a lot of books that I've either read or have had an impact on me. So yeah, I don't really know.
Okay, so
I'm
I
sorry.
caught you off guard.
I didn't get these questions in advance. This interview is over.
Well, thank you for your grace.
No one even
Um,
watches your network anymore.
don't worry, someone's gonna show up.
Mhm.
We're leaving them open. Um, and yeah, so and the replay are always going to be here. So I just want to know, I'm just very interested about your journey and how you're able to connect certain things. So yeah, I just wanted to know, I know you left me a few books for me to read from our conversation last night, but I just wanted to know when you were a child,
Mhm.
because I feel like those will be like more fun. Yeah, I just want, because I grew up not reading the Bible at all. I don't even. I think definitely my mom had a Bible, but I never ever read the Bible until I was 23 years old. Oh please, don't be judgy. So yeah, so I just want to know what interests you. What, besides you reading the Bible when you were young. Well, let me ask you, how young were you? 3?
um, no, probably like
No.
10 or 11, I would say.
So you were in middle school.
Yeah, and like the way I would like to read bigger books like that would be like more of like the dipping in approach. It's not like I opened up the Bible and I read it cover to cover. It was more of like dipping in, like dipping in, dipping in,
Oh, okay.
like
Because you went to Catholic school, so I didn't go
mhm.
to Catholic school, so I'm sure that that's where you were exposed. But what?
Yeah.
So
So
that's
like
what I mean. Like, what were there other books or other things that interest you?
yeah, I mean, should I get some of them?
No, 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 no.
I'm getting them. Stall.
Say again.
Stall. Do some movie magic.
Who is Stall?
Like cause a distraction so people won't know that I'm running away to get something to bring it back.
Oh, you're hilarious. Hold on. Let me
But
try to do a
I was
Charmaine here. I could talk. I could
I was
talk. You
try I
can
was
keep
trying to be
going.
like really like slick so nobody would notice.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, like you're not. But anyway, guys, as he's getting that shameless plug, make sure you, I don't know if you wanna rise up with me on Mondays and Fridays. You could check out Rise and Shine show. I start with dad jokes. I have lots of dad jokes. And husband and wife videos. And our theme right now for February is heart and soul. So yeah, so you could check that out. But yeah, so let us know in the comments when was your first time that you read the Bible, or what kind of books related to the Bible were you interested in. So I'll put in a banner, and here's Jimmy.
Whoosh.
That was perfect timing, sir.
Whoa, it's like, did he even leave? I don't know. So
Yeah, you left and one person left too.
of course they did. So these books were like big when I was a kid. Um, like these were the Time Life books, and so basically it would be like a whole bunch of like unsolved mysteries or things that we would call conspiracy theories today. And so this is on psychic voyages, and these books are really cool because they would have like interesting pictures. So like when you're a kid, you'd first get like drawn into like the
Ooh.
pictures. Like I think this was like some road in like England or something, and then like they said that there an army, like an ancient army, passed through, and that they
Wow.
both saw it. Trying to figure out which way to go. So like stuff like that, and then there would be like a really cool like article written by it, and it was always like really good text. So it was good stuff. So a lot of it was like coming out of, I guess these were from, I think they were from the 90s or maybe the late 80s.
Hmm.
Um, but it would be like, this is like one like on astral projection, you know.
What is astral projection?
Astral projection would be like the idea that you can leave your body
Oh,
and
wow.
and that you can do stuff. So that like I would read this and then I would like go and I would lie down and like try and astrally project, you know.
I could
And
totally see you.
then there's one on mystic places. So, I feel like these things are really cool because it gets you like interested in mysteries,
Hmm.
and it gets you like, so this would be okay. So this would be like about Atlantis. Atlantis. And there's some
Hmm.
cool paintings there. Uh, Here's another
And
one.
who got you those books?
Of course, my creepy mother.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Ronnie. Shout out
there
to Ronnie.
there was some good salesman or saleswoman that
Wait,
sold her on that.
hold on. John just said my mom and grandparents were reading the Bible to me since I was a toddler. My
Yeah,
mom gave me a discipleship book to start to read when I wanted to get baptized.
nice.
Nice, nice. Thank you, John. John,
Yeah.
have you read any of the books that Jimmy's sharing right now? Keep
I
them
feel like
coming, honey.
I feel like John's like at the right age that he would have been familiar with these things.
Which one's that one?
That's Mystic Places. Uh let's get some more. Quick, distract everybody.
Okay, I'll put up John's comment in here. I love it. John, I know for me, like my mom was very strict with me about school, but I tell Jimmy this all the time. Like, I don't have any like recollections of like my parents like tucking me in, reading something to me. So I just think that that's so sweet. And when Jimmy and I have children, I definitely want to read. I love reading, most likely because of that. I love reading out loud, like in a group, and it's most likely because I've always craved someone reading to me. To be completely transparent here, but I think there's so much like beauty and when we read out loud. Here comes Jimmy with more books. Uh-oh. What do we have, Zito?
Wow.
Hold
No,
on.
nobody
I
even
was in
noticed.
I was into creepy books as a kid, but my grandparents discouraged it. Oh, and eventually had enough
Yeah.
creepy experiences to stay away.
This was like one of my first astronomy books. I'm sure John would be. I know John's a science guy. He likes being science.
Babe, have you read his note? Can you see it on the screen? I'm not sure if you could see it.
Oh, I was into creepy books as a kid. Hold on, something just fell out of this book.
Oh gosh, it's a time capsule.
Oh, cool. It's my orienteering merit badge from
What
Boy
is
Scouts when I was a kid.
Oh,
So, that's where basically they give you a compass and a map. They tell you they're going to meet you someplace. Good luck, kids. And then
no way.
if you make it out of the woods alive, you probably get ice cream and one of these things. You're supposed to like stitch it onto something and wear it proud. I just shoved it in a book. So I don't know. I don't know what that says about me.
How come you didn't show it? But anyway, so John was into creepy books like you, honey.
Nice. Nice.
You are
Uh,
not alone.
alone. We got like cool science stuff here. Like, I mean, it's for a kid, but I loved it as a kid. Got me interested in space and physics.
So you were
We
interested in space and physics at the same time as you were interested in the Bible.
Well, I was just interested in everything. I was interested in learning.
Uh,
I don't feel like even now that you have to choose. Here's like we got a
no, I believe in science.
book of Greek myths. I was showing our niece this, and she was like amazed at the pictures.
Really?
Yeah, because she's all into like Percy Jackson,
Uh-huh.
and that stuff. So we have like cool pictures.
Wow.
Yeah, and you get a good taste of the Greek myths. And then I have my kid's Bible. This is like the Bible I had as a kid.
That's so cute. Can you put it up a little bit? There it is. Up a little bit more.
Like where?
There. No, up higher. That's good. That's good. I think that's going to be the cover of this live stream. I love it.
It's cool stuff. Like, and I feel like this Bible in particular, it would give like disturbing things. Like this wasn't like your standard children's Bible. Like people are dying in this. They're killing people in this.
Yeah.
This is if you would imagine my mom picking up a Bible and say, "Hey, this is appropriate for children." This would probably be it. You know,
For those who don't know, Ronnie
yeah,
let
all types
Jimmy
of
be.
stuff. Like you could just
Oh,
imagine as a
that's
kid
cool.
just like staring at this. Like you don't know what these things are, right? Like they're going to be explained in the story, sort of, but it kind of like gets in your head.
Mm.
All these old pictures. I mean, they're weird. Some of the pictures are weird. There's a lot of white people in the Holy Land here. That's fun. We got Moses here. He's building some pyramids, I guess. Like so.
Babe, I
Yeah.
think the mic is blocking that view. Can you move the black part of the mic?
Sure. Yeah. I don't think I
Or
can
maybe
find it again.
just put the book in the other side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oy.
There you go. Rolling, rolling.
Ooh, I need
We
rehab in this shoulder.
we are currently talking about interesting books we read as children. So for those who are joining in, let us know in the comments what kind of books. It could be the Bible, besides the Bible. What were your interests when you were a kid?
Yeah.
There you go. Now we could see it.
Got
What do
some
you have for
stuff.
us?
This is building of the temple. I think this is where they were going to cut a kid in half with Solomon.
Wow.
That's fun, right? Yeah, let's chop some babies up. Bible's awesome.
I'm
Wonderfully.
sure. How was your face when you were reading the stories?
That's cool.
I could totally see you.
You can see my mom reading a story, and they all died. All right, good night.
Yeah, Ronnie, Jimmy's mom really embraced them, and all with all the weirdness, which
Yep.
AKA awesomeness.
So my family was definitely a Reader's Digest family. They would I think we got heavily advertised to that, so you'd get like a whole bunch of that stuff. And that's cool. That's not creepy at all. A pumpkin in a sheet and an owl. That's nice. All right. Here's a story. Go to bed.
Yeah, I was when you
Oh.
went away, I was just telling John that I don't remember my parents reading to me as a child. And it's probably why I have like a craving of like reading in community, and I'm like the first one to
Mm.
volunteer to like read out loud.
Me,
I,
me,
I
me.
love
I'll read.
I love reading out loud.
Teacher, pick me.
Hey, 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 you calling me a teacher's pet?
Oh, so such a teacher's pet.
I love how you're rolling in that chair. This is so much fun watching, and you don't need to have me there while you roll around.
Well, I mean, it's more fun when you're here.
Well, yeah, I'm actually now even experiencing toothache, so I might leave you in a second to go
Oh
get my
no.
pill, but I'll stay put. All right, so what we got is my last banner, interesting books we read as children. Um and like where would you read? Are you like the kind of reader like like for me I need to be in a sofa or in my desk. I'm not like the one to go into a little nook or anything. How about you, babe?
I mean, I kind of grew up in a house where it really wasn't like supervised much. And I like nice quiet houses. So it would be like my mom would go to sleep early and my dad would go to sleep early and I would just like be up all night, like just walking around the house, eating, reading, eating Twinkies, reading things like, like you really couldn't put the TV on because there were nothing cool on anyway, so you would just be walking around like reading or like playing video games when we had video games. But yeah, just a lot of like just walking around the house.
Wait, you will walk and read at the same time?
Well, yeah, like laying down on the floor, laying in splits because I'm a weird kid, you know, and just like reading or like drawing, copying like maps
No, you didn't.
out
You
of
I
books.
remember you kind of saying something about the splits. That's really funny. And
Yeah.
your parents would just like ignore you and just be like, "Okay, he's being Jimmy again,
I, I
just
I just
eating."
I don't know what their parenting style was. I mean, I don't know if neglect is a parenting style. But it sure was in those 80s and 90s for a lot of us. So yeah. Yeah, it was kind of just like I don't know. Looking back, I'm like, oh, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I probably shouldn't have been up, but I was up.
All right, so that's why you read so many books. So you're ahead of the game because you had a few more hours than the average child, which is
Yeah,
would you agree?
it's like I'd be so tired during school because I was like up all night learning.
Mm,
School was like not the place for me as a kid to learn for many years.
yeah, and for many kids as well.
Nice.
Hold on, let's see what John's saying. On the couch with stack of books on the end table, under the covers with a flashlight at night.
Mm,
Yes. In
yeah,
the woods. Yes.
that's cool. That's cool.
Empty lunchroom after school. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Look at that. That is so hey, in the woods sounds so much I don't even think I don't think I've ever read a book in the woods that well, I guess does it count when we go camping, but I don't recall bringing a book. Because we
Really?
were either I don't have I? I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know. You're so like, oh my God, in the woods. You've gotten
Hey,
better. You've gotten better.
I marry you, so I
I,
gotten used to people think I'm knowledgeable. I'm like, no, no, no,
yeah.
no. That will be Jimmy. He's the one because remember how I thought that hiking was like climbing a mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
like that was yeah,
was like,
total,
no,
total city
we're gonna
girl.
just walk up there, but that's it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Where's
I
the
love the
ropes?
I
No,
never asked for
no
ropes.
ropes, no ropes, no ladders. We just walk up and then we turn around and come back.
Yeah, I like, the flashlight at night.
Yeah,
That's fun. That's
yeah.
fun. Did you do that too, honey?
I did have like like yeah, I had like a tent that like went
Mm.
on the bed,
Hmm.
and I had like a little light in there.
Okay. Did you have like a
So
lantern? Your dad
yeah,
had a cool lantern in the garage that I remember. Did you used to
mm.
use that? Those
I
lanterns?
no, no, no. My dad was always afraid you're gonna cause a fire. You know.
Let's see. Eventually I found
Yes.
Project Gutenberg
Gutenberg.
E-text. Gutenberg? Who's
Hmm.
that? Who's that?
You know what? Gutenberg, the printing press.
No, I don't recall. Hey guys,
So
just so you guys know, I was not in the United States until 1987.
yeah, but like the printing press was like a big deal. So that's the family that invented the printing press, or like made it so that a lot of people could use it and you could print text. But there's a website where if there's books that have fallen into what's called the public domain, so
Hmm.
there's no longer a copyright. So usually it's either books that uh, they don't really have a market, so you can't really sell them if they're not that old. They If someone cares enough, they can scan them and they can put them on a site like Project Gutenberg. And most of them, though, they're just so old that there's no copyright for them anymore. So even if these books, you could go to like say Barnes and Noble or Amazon tomorrow, you could buy a version of it. Someone has packaged it for you nice and put it into like a bound book. There's electronic versions of these that exist online, and they're considered like just a property of the world. Like nobody really owns them anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so you can get. I showed our niece this too. She was like, "What?"
I was thinking about her too the other day. That's
Yeah,
so funny.
yeah. I don't know if I don't. She might be using it. I explained. I was like, "Oh, you just need an email." She's like, "I have an email." Yeah. So, this was a few years ago. So maybe she's looking at books. I use Project Gutenberg a lot, and Google Books too. Google Books is another great one because Google has a lot of books that are just up there. When I did my project on the Stone Campbell movement and John Muir, because I hadn't realized that he was connected to what would eventually become the ICC, ICOC, and all the other initials. Uh, but yeah, so he used to be his family were big parts of the Stone Campbell movement, which would eventually
Hmm.
become the Churches of Christ and Disciples of Christ. And you can read it in his writing. It's like he's almost like he's like a combination of like spirituality and like nationalism. And it's like he's seeing God in God's book of creation when he goes through things. So Google Books and Project Gutenberg. I found a lot of texts from not so much Muir, because Muir is still like a big deal. Some of his stuff, but a lot of stuff from the founders of like the Stone Campbell movement. And it's so cool because a lot of times it's even like someone's like scanning like the front of the book too, so you get a sense of, I don't know. I just feel like I need to like see a book. Like
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
like electronic books are great. I use Logos, so I have like a lot of like even theology books like right here in my computer. And John, you might be interested in this. You probably might even know about it already, but there is. Let me see if I still have it on my phone. No, I think I have to download it again. Serif. No. Okay. They wrote down a lot of the Talmud and the Mishnah and all that stuff.
John said I'm a Logos user.
Oh,
So
nice. Yeah. Yeah, I love logos. Are you going to do the subscriptions, John? I know they recently changed to a subscription model. Or are you like I'm grandfathered in, so I have like I think it's logos maybe like 8 or something, but it's not the new one where you have to subscribe every month to gain access to the platform. And I got to keep all my books that I got when I went to Western Seminary for a few semesters. I got that as part of getting to go to the seminary. and it came with a whole bunch of books, which was nice. That I didn't have to pay for. Well, I guess I did. It was part of my tuition, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like, yeah. So I haven't even brought this up to you yet, honey. But like, logos, my love, my sweet wife, is something that I definitely want to spend some money on eventually, because you can get all of these like libraries, uh, like for a fraction of a cost of what it would get to like get all of these books.
Hmm.
But you're still going to be spending like thousands of dollars in some cases to get all the stuff
Wait.
that you would want.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. I don't like that they
yeah,
went that way, but I paid for subs, so the search with AI is decent.
nice.
Oh, cool. But it's at the level I expected it should have been before
Mm,
AI.
yeah,
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
Because that's their thing too. So when you house your books, or you have like electronic copies, so I've even heard from people, and I know like one person in particular, John Bean. Shout out to John Bean. I don't know if he still does this, but what he used to do is, even if he had the physical book, he would buy the electronic book in Logos, because then it becomes like searchable. So if you have like some type of topic you want to look up, like substitutionary atonement, or something like that, you could type that into the search, and it will use your resources, and to kind of like do a search, so you have like references right there, and it should be able to inform itself from those searches. Because but with I can see leveraging the power of AI. I think I went. Yeah, I get all the free books every month. Yep, I do the Verbium, which I think is the Catholic one. I do the ebook, and I do the just the regular free book of the month. And the audio. I think there's an audio one too. Yeah, it makes the research much more efficient. So it's fun. And it's so funny, John, because a lot of those books, like, I'm like, I would never be interested in, especially some of them that are more like devotional, but I always snatch them up anyway. Like, even this month, it went into like February, like mid-February. I was like, I forgot to download my books. And like, I went and I downloaded free books. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What?
He said you can save a lot by buying someone's account on eBay. I didn't know people sold their accounts. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, okay. The second part. Gotcha.
Yeah. That's so interesting that people would do that. Yeah, and it's cool, and they're best. Like, there's like another program too called Accordance, which they say people who are Mac people usually like Accordance better. But I've never found Accordance to be anywhere near as user friendly as Logos. And Logos itself there's a learning curve. Like, it's not necessarily always the most, you have to really like kind of like learn the system to understand like a lot of its power.
Hmm.
Which is why on the podcast, and it tends to slow down my computer, and that could be why, that could be my me issue, my computer issue. But like, if I'm showing anything on the podcast or the YouTube or whatever,
Don't you use what do you use again?
yeah, I usually use, like, if it's just reading a text, I'll use the ESV
ESV, yeah.
online Bible. I like the translation. I like its layout. I feel like it has some cool like highlighting and note taking tools for like the general user. Then you have something like the Step Bible. The Step Bible is like more powerful, where you can see the language underneath it too, and you can like cross reference a lot of verses using the original language underneath. You have something like the Blue Letter Bible. The Blue Letter Bible is not very user friendly in my opinion, but it does have a lot of power. So yeah, we've been going back and forth between the ESV online. We use the Step Bible, and we use what's called the Net Bible, because the Net Bible has a nice, good interface too, where you can see the original languages behind it.
You got a new comment.
Oh, Logos really
Logos.
disappointed
So
me.
funny. Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Miss
No,
Patty.
no, go on, go on, go on.
I called you Miss Patty like we were doing an after-school program.
No, go ahead, you can read it.
It says Logos really disappointed me when the Christians sold out and got acquired by left-leaning venture capitalists. I did not know that. I did not know that they were bought.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've used it next to logo. Oh, maybe the ESV. No,
I,
which one did you say
I'm
at the
I'm
end?
guessing it would probably be the Step Bible.
Yeah.
It's probably the Step, because the Step Bible is nice. So there used to be a lot of things, and John, you might know more about this than me too. Like I felt like BibleGateway.com early 2000s was like a great tool, and then all of a sudden it almost became unusable with all the ads and all like the money grabs, and it was just like slowing down my computer whenever I would like go onto that site, you know. So I don't use, oh, Blue Letter. Yeah, Blue Letter is great. It's great, but it's, I use that for a class I did on, I believe it was Jonah, and I felt like for the general user, Blue Letter was just like a little bit too much. Like, like it was kind of like, wait, how do I do that? Where do I go for that? So something like the Step Bible, it does like basically like one thing really well, and that's like find the languages, and then you can cross reference text. Um, yeah, yeah, and Precept Austin has a very Precept. I don't know what that is. Is that another site? I'm gonna check it out now. Precept Awesome. Austin. Patty, go ahead. Talk. Take over.
I
Talk.
was I was just about to go get my medicine because you were chatting. But
Ah,
yeah, do you have it? Are you gonna bring it up? Do you want me to bring it up?
Precept Awesome. Okay, this is pretty cool.
Share it.
I will. I was pulling it up. Present. You know how I'm so smooth at this.
You are the smoothest. Now we all know who really edited your podcast. Hold on. It's a site like Bible Gateway, the sort of what? Oh wait, hold on, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, you're sharing it on the side. Let me take that out really quick. All right.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, John has a comment, but I'm not there. I'm in banners. Hold on.
Oh, you said it's a site like Bible Gateway that sort of conglomerates
Where
a lot
is
of
it?
resources into a passage search.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Cool. Okay. Oh,
Anybody else?
awesome. Okay, now we can read it. Sorry, I had the background. Let me
Yeah.
just take all the banners out. You're good. Yeah,
Oh.
we were not very smooth in this transition.
Yeah,
It's all good. Okay, and you read John's last comment?
I
Okay,
thought I
cool.
did. Yeah,
Yes, you did. I just heard you say that.
yeah. It's good stuff. It's good. It looks pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to checking that out. Because it's cool because a lot of this stuff is like free, and even if they do have like things that exist behind a paywall, this one doesn't look like it does. Nice. You got your Hebrew, you got some Hebrew stuff, Greek stuff. Okay, cool. Inductive Bible study. This is great. Cool. Nice. Verse by verse. Got some commentaries. Okay. Nice. You can search for like sea serpent. See if anything comes up. Oh, did I go in the wrong place?
No, I can
Oh
still
no.
see it.
Oh,
I
I see.
think your screen froze though. Although oh no, I see it. You're back.
Yeah. It sent me, oh, search site with Google. It sent me out. Yeah.
Oh, I
So
see.
search other resources, enter verse reference, enter word or phrase. Oh, search Net Bible. Nice. Yeah. Cool. Let's do like altar. Altar. Huh. Yeah. So what it's doing is that's searching Net Bible, and now it opened up the Net Bible, which is what I'm used to more.
Click on search or share this tab.
Oops. Yeah. I did it the Jimmy way.
That's okay.
So yeah, it brought up this one. Show me around. No thanks. You know, a good old we've done this before on you've seen this before.
No, well, from my screen, I only see a black screen.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. John, what do you see? Do you also see a black screen, or can you actually see the
No,
site?
I see the Net Bible.
Really? Okay. Maybe it's just
Hmm.
me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to get some more time to like probably play around with that. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's all good stuff. You know.
Love it.
Yeah. And it's cool too because I remember I think I could run and get another one too, another book. But we used to have these, commentaries used to be like these big, like phone book things. Um, commentaries, and it was like now with the online tools, like would have taken someone hours, if not days, to like comb through the text and find all the references. You can now do like in a few seconds. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty
Gotcha.
cool.
John can see your screen.
Yeah.
Even though he's on the phone, he could see. I guess I didn't see it. I saw it towards the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my computer.
Nice. Well, thanks, John. Appreciate that.
Very cool. Okay. So, all right. So, any other books, babe, for you as a little Jimmy?
I mean, I just love books. My parents, I guess, would tend, instead of hiring a babysitter, they would just like shove me into the Staten Island Mall with like a 20 or something, and I would just be walking around. And then where would I go? The bookstore. So many of my books that were like really like even just like stories that I read or books that I purchased on my own. Well, I mean, I didn't like have a job or anything. It's just, I guess, babysitting. Instead of a babysitter, you just like shove a kid in the mall and then
Wait,
they walk
what
around.
bookstore in Staten Island back in the
So the, in
90s?
in the mall there was like B. Dalton and there was Walden Books. So the mall used to have two.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One on like the second level, I think, and one on like the bottom level. And then there was that Barnes and Noble on Richmond Avenue.
Yeah, but it was off the mall, right? You still had to walk a little bit. It
Yeah, well,
wasn't
yeah,
like
you had
inside
to
the
like
mall.
drive. No, but I would go to like B. Dalton or Walden Books.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't think when I was there in
Oh, no, no,
2016,
no.
none of those
Yeah,
bookstores were there.
none of them were there. No, I don't know if you had those out in Queens. Um, you know,
Uh, no, I don't think.
yeah.
Well, if I did, I never went.
But it wasn't like you were going in to like get a cup of coffee. Like there was no coffee. It was just books.
Right. So I didn't go then. Yeah.
I
No.
think one of them had like chairs that you could sit on, but it was just like books, basically just books.
Yeah, let us know, guys. What was some of your, let's do this one. Your favorite bookstore. Bookstores. Did it come up? Da 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 da.
Wow, that transition was it was decent, but what wasn't at quite at my level
All
with
right. What I know for me, one of my favorite ones, I guess at this point we could either do as a child or as a teenager or adult. I've always just loved textbooks. That was just like my jam. I will just go insane with the smell of new textbooks, especially. Oh wait, hold on a second. We got John saying those were cool. My go-to stores, every mall,
nice.
trip. Same as Jimmy. Same answer. Also, Radio Shack.
Oh, Radio Shack, nice.
When did Radio Shack close?
Um, did it last into the 2000s? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Yeah, I forget that John's from Staten Island.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, that is so cool. John, what about outside Staten Island? Man, we've been to so many bookstores, honey. I think my favorite one was the one in Portland. What was the name of the one in Portland that was like this huge one?
Oh man, it's like
Gosh.
my favorite one. Now I'm like drawing a blank.
Yeah, it was like I don't know how many levels, like 6 floors. Um, oh god. Okay, I'll look it up. You
It-
talk about that experience and I'll look it up.
well,
I'll probably get it before you.
I doubt it.
Challenge accepted. Well, actually, I didn't even know the name. Let me see, Portland bookstore. Okay, but what?
Powell City of Books. Ah,
Oh, snap! You found
yeah,
it. Is it up already, or you want me to share it?
that's a good one. Powell City of Books. No, yeah, you can put it up. I'm not that
Okay.
good. Yeah, Powell City of Books is like amazing. Unfortunately, it's in Portland. You have to go all the way to Portland. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's Strand's Books in the city. That's another great one.
In
Um,
Manhattan.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's still there. There used to be one like when you got off the ferry, you went to the right, and I think that was either Canal Street, and then there was something like Water Street or something like that that you turned up. Yeah, Powell City of Books is great. Midtown Scholar in Harrisburg, PA, is another great one.
Which one?
Midtown Scholar.
I don't think I did. I found a really good picture of the Powell's one.
Oh yeah, no, they have terrible pictures,
Yeah,
and
what's going on? Isn't this the one that has 6 floors?
yeah, and COVID like really hurt them because like we went there pre-COVID and then we went there after COVID, and after COVID, it's like so much of the fun had been like sucked out of that store,
Mm,
because they just like they tore out counters, they did things for social distancing, they were trying to save the world, um, so it wasn't as great the second time. Hopefully
that's
now
right.
it's better. But Midtown Scholar in Harrisburg, PA, used to be like an old like theater, and there's like
Is
still a
that the
stage
one?
there.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's by where we had our little building thing.
Midtown Scholar. Wow, that came up
Hmm.
fast. Okay.
Yep, that's an amazing one. There's the Book Barn, and what is that? King of Prussia or something like that. PA.
Okay, let's look up the last one you just
Yeah,
said. This one, right? You see it?
it's thinking. Yep, Midtown Scholar. That's amazing. That's probably the closest amazing one in
But
Staten
this
Island, I
this
would
one
say.
didn't have a lot of places to sit that I remember. Oh no,
Yeah, it
we did.
did.
It had a
Yeah,
cafe. Okay,
it
okay, okay.
had a cafe. It had
Yeah, I remember
all
now.
that stuff, and then it was like multiple buildings. So like there were like stairways down into the basement where they kind of had like knocked through the floors, and like you could go to like the other up the stairs up to other buildings. So it was massive. It's not just that theater. So there's that one. There's Everything Goes bookstore in Staten Island. That was always nice.
Oh, thank you. He did a
Uh,
video.
oh,
Sorry.
thanks, dude. And we
Okay.
can't.
Wait, which one in Staten Island?
Everything Goes bookstore.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll
Yeah,
look it up.
I mean that one's okay. They have like weird hours. They're like days you would think, oh, businesses are clearly open, like they're just like not open, like for some
But that
strange
one's a
reason.
tiny one. I
It's a
remember
tiny
that
one. Yeah,
one.
it's a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
tiny
yeah.
one. Hmm.
I mean, it's super cute.
Yeah, and then
For
I
sure.
used to love the CSI library.
All right, hold on. John just said
Hmm.
Strand has good stuff, but when I go to the corporate store or Strand, it's like I know the answers are really
Yeah.
opposed to a lot what I believe in.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so true. Particularly like in a brand store, smaller indie Manhattan stores, they're on a mission, and it gives me
I
less enthusiasm.
I did not
Yeah,
know that, John.
you folks or it's a special sex call. No, we did not know that. Yeah,
I had no idea.
interesting. I love how those big comments
Uh,
cover you, honey. Like your nose is like, Jimmy, where are you? There he is.
Hey, yeah.
You read so much faster than you. I was like, why are you laughing? I'm still reading.
I I had no idea. I had no idea. It was just like it was a cool used bookstore
All right,
growing up that you can go and you can try and get things.
what is
Uh
this? This is the okay. Everything
yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little tiny one.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble was kind of where it was at, especially when they had that big store on on Richmond. I don't like the new one that's closer to the mall. I kind of feel like I I kind of feel like that store on the one that's closer to the mall, it's almost like they're trying to do like what Powell's Books has done, or like a Book Barn or a Midtown Scholar, but they're just like not as cool. Like it's still like, I think they were like, oh, cool. What's going to make people buy more books is warehouses. People love warehouses. So they made it look like more like a warehouse, but it's the same like curated shelves that you would get in a regular Barnes and Noble, but like just like less shelf space, which is like different than like a Powell's Books is basically like there could be potentially everything there. There's so many books. It's like, even if you call them, do you have this? They're kind of like, I don't know. Come look. Or like they'll send
Everything
somebody, look.
goes really means everything goes.
Oh God.
So funny.
Oh God. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but okay.
So strike that one from the record.
Let me, okay, where's I'm trying to look for the bookstore that we did a vlog on.
Yeah.
Hold on, I will find it because I know I love that town.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna
Yeah.
open it. You go on.
And I loved CSI's library
Of
when I
course you
was a
do.
student there. And like if my wallet was near me, I could bring out I got an alumni ID just so like whenever I'm in town I can go visit the library there. It's fallen on hard times. Like last time I was there, there's like graffiti on the tables, and like people have like chipped things off and like ripped up the carpets. It's not the way I remember it when I went to school. There, but there's that. But yeah. So
Okay. I found it was in Westchester, PA. Let's see if I could bring that up. You're good at names. I'm even looking at it. It's not even in here, but okay. So I think we went here for your birthday. Do you see it on the screen?
yeah, this is the Book Barn.
Oh, you already mentioned it. Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was in something called King of Prussia or something like that.
No, Westchester. That's the only part I guess I got right.
Yeah.
Westchester, PA.
This is cool because it's like in an old historic building. There's a potbelly stove that kind of like gives like warmth to the front section. So if you go there during the winter,
who's getting paid for this? Definitely not
I
us.
I don't know.
Who just put an advertisement?
This is one of our
on
little
our
travels.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that beer was so good.
Oh man, it was so good.
Oh my gosh. Now when I go back to little PA towns,
let's do it.
Those are the best guys.
And John, if you are into theology books, I would recommend a trip to Princeton Theological Seminary, the Wright Library. That's an awesome. I think outside of the Vatican, they have the most theological books like in the world or something like that. It's crazy.
John said, sad about CSI. I read a book, Chocolate Wars. No,
I don't know. I'm nervous about that with everything with Everything Goes. I don't know what Chocolate Wars is.
Yeah. I know, I guess. I don't know.
But I've never read that. Yeah, it is sad about CSI.
What happened?
Oh man.
To CSI?
I was saying how like the library is not in the best shape as it used to be.
Princeton. Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, the Princeton Theological Seminary, they have the Wright Library, and so like you go in, it's a really like there's a lot of glass, there's like it's a very open space, a lot of light. They do have a cafe. But if you descend into the basement, there's just so many, there's like shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of books. It's amazing. There's so many books. They have like those things, those shelves that they're on rollers, and there's those cranks to turn them. So yeah. And it's like now we're in Florida, and it's kind of like when I first got here, I taught for a little bit as a middle school teacher, and I remember asking the librarian, they call them um, media something. I even forget now, but they're not librarians anymore. They're like media specialists. That's what they are. Yeah. And I was like, so like I've been trying to find a great like bookstore, and all the bookstores that they recommended are like, to me, like these tiny little spaces. Like I want to feel like a bookstore is like cavernous, like I can get lost in it. Like I can just keep
Hmm.
going and just keep discovering things.
Like
Um
this one that we're
yeah.
showing right now,
It
and
had like all these
they
cool little
had
areas.
paintings. They had
Yep.
a lot of stationary cards as well. And
Yeah,
I love those
this is a
things.
great
So
one. And this was this like an hour and a half, 2 hours away?
I believe an hour and a half. Hold on, we got one from John. Let's see. Let me make this bigger. It's
Hmm.
it's a what? I
It's a
can't.
young adult
Ye-
book.
Hold on a second.
So
I have too many tabs open. Okay, one scene is a bully repeatedly disgustingly vandalized bathrooms and things, and the author makes a point of sad mess up bully is trying to project this inner messed up self onto the world to help.
vindictively.
Thank you, and intentionally suppress the good. Gotcha,
Yeah. Yeah.
gotcha.
That's great. That sounds good. I would definitely check that out.
Yeah. But yeah, this one was like it had a lot. It was so good, and it was definitely in an old world building for sure. So I was very excited. I want to go back now, with
Yeah,
the information I know now.
let's book a
So
plane ticket.
all
Let's
right.
do it.
Okay, I just got off that one. That was such a fun
That was
that was
fun.
definitely a fun trip. I thought I have one too of remember we went to Harvard Library as
Mhm.
well. I have it somewhere. I think it's in another blog, but yeah. So bookstores,
Wait, the Harvard
bookstores.
Library? Are you sure you don't mean
Yeah.
Princeton?
No, no, we went to didn't we go to Harvard too? Yeah, I have that one. It was for
Mm.
your birthday. But
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I don't
No,
remember
it
going to the
was.
library.
Or was
Uh,
it Yale? No. Which
no,
one did we
we
go
never went to
to?
Yale. Pretty sure it was Princeton
No, no, honey. I know Princeton. We went to
because
the library all the time.
yeah, because there's the Princeton Theological one, which I don't think you've ever come to me that, but then there's the public Princeton Library,
No, no, no. Okay.
which
You
that's a
could
cool library too.
I'm gonna look for it. It's when we went to Boston. It was for our anniversary.
Oh, okay. Maybe
I'll
there was
I'll
a
I'll,
bookstore there or
I'll
something.
find it. I'll find it. Yeah, yeah, it was like a tiny bookstore. It was like
Uh,
yeah, too new. It didn't have like, I know that you love I know the kind of like bookstores that you love.
yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, I'll look for it. It was when we went to Boston, maybe 2018. Let me see if I can find it. Boston. Yeah, there we go. Boston Diaries. Let me know if you could see the screen. No, you cannot. Okay. I think this one also has another great beer that we have. That's it. We're having beer this weekend. No, I was kidding. No more.
Woo!
All right, I'm trying to see. There it is.
This is a Down East pumpkin cider. Wait, are we talking about bookstores or are we talking about like but the aroma, beer? Je ne sais quoi.
Yes, yes, yes. Hold on. I have it somewhere. See, we went to Harbor. So
Yeah,
day one.
I don't remember
No,
going
we
to
did. We did. It was like there it is. See?
yeah, that's the bookstore. That's not a
Oh,
yeah, that's not the library.
gotcha, gotcha. But we did go to another library. Hold on, it's coming up here. This one, the public library.
Oh no, this might actually be their library.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Huh.
have much footage on it, but that was it. It was like
Yeah.
because I put the camera down. Like, it was really nice. So, and
I
there
remember
you
you
were climbing on churches.
I remember you were so tired and it was like cold and rainy. I was like walking like I was never gonna stop, and you're like, it's cold.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. We got Brooklyn, Poly Liver. I don't think I've been there. Okay, you
Yeah,
read
me
it because
either.
all my screens are. Can you read it out loud
Yeah,
while I
I
make my
I
screens bigger?
I can. Brooklyn Poly Library, when it was still Poly, had almost all academic reference, but there was a tiny, tiny section on the shelf with old 1950s sci-fi out of print books. Finding that neglected corner tickled me. Nice. Yeah, I didn't. I've never been to that one. Yeah, is it still around? Is it still there? I guess maybe not. Um, if it's not Poly anymore. Yeah, that sounds cool. Bookstore. I need to find a good bookstore out here, guys. Right now, all I really have is the
You
uh,
like the downtown library, right?
the downtown library is cool. Um, it has
Just a
some
little.
problems.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's
I think it got bought by NYU.
uh, gotcha,
Boo.
gotcha. That's cool. NYU is cool.
Is it?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. I'm not. Yeah. Didn't mean to sound judgy.
little judgy there, Patty.
Sorry, John. Did you go to NYU?
We don't know. Maybe he did.
I'm so sorry. Ah, that's so funny.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So, okay, so we talked about books, we talked about bookstores. We are past our hour. I think this
Oh
was
wow.
a really fun one to share. Thank you, John, for sharing your books, your
Yeah,
experiences.
John. Thank you.
This is fun, and thanks for the laugh. Um so I will hold on a second. They have amazing programs. I'm jealous. I know.
Nice.
What kind of programs are you interested in? This is so cool. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah.
This is fun. I the my tooth situation, I know I sound funny, but I will be back and then we could have another, what is this? AI and
Nice.
cybersecurity. Oh, okay, okay. Very cool.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Um,
Cool.
yeah, so next time we'll come up with other topics. And guys, if you already know, the episodes drop every Sunday at 2 p.m. So
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
it out at, let me see if I even have the tags in here. Do I have it? Do I have it? No, that's a YouTube. Where is it? Okay, there you go. New episodes at 2. Hold on, we have another comment. Um I did some consulting work for one of their professors, and by the time I left, I was crying. I couldn't go.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's never too late. Go for it. Go for it.
It's true. It's so true. It's so true. All right, guys. Well, thank you, John, and
Thanks,
we
John.
will see you guys next Wednesday, same place, same time. And it's gonna most
Hey.
likely be in the topics of bookstores, books we read, and we got tons of other things. And we shall see you guys next Wednesday. Jimmy, are you ready to dance
No.
to the last? Okay, get some 80s music.